That's what WoW thinks it is.
Pandas are drinkers, that's for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
Go drink it with a panda, you're gonna end up under the table.
I just drink beet juice as a panda.
I'm drinking water. Or am I? You'll never know what's in this red cup.
I was at your house today.
Indeed you were. You were at the house.
I threw your son around.
Oh, and as you should. All small children should be thrown around a little bit.
That was fun. I don't ever remember being small enough that climbing a pillow was like a workout.
No, nobody does. Nobody does.
We can tell if it's water by the end of the stream. Yes.
Bet he thinks he can.
Subject, I still haven't mailed your letter. It's just sitting there, and I really need to put a stamp on it and take it to the mailbox, but I suck.
That's okay.
I keep walking past it and going, damn it, where are the stamps? And then forgetting about it.
But we never deliver on our promises. Well, we do. We deliver on our promises. It just we can't guarantee that it'll be in the same decade.
So good though. I was so good. Like I made it and I sparkled it and I'm like, Jacob, you need to sign this. And it took Jacob like a week to sign it. And I'm like, okay, a week isn't bad to do the thing. And then it's like been a month and a half.
Don't hold your bits. Don't hold your bits. You can give your bits. Are you want to do a show now?
Yeah, I have it. Okay. Subject holding his bits. we should show.
Okay, hold on. Let me think of something real quick. I don't have anything good. All right, we're just gonna go.
Oh, show title. Show title is
Domestic
parsnips.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Behold the panda in her natural habitat. Notice as she chews on the microphone and eats grass seed and occasionally shouts weird words that sound like body parts. The panda stares strangely at me as if she doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, it's Horseshoes and Hand Grenades time. Episode 384 for June 1st, 2017. Domestic parsnips. Welcome to another episode of Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the show that brings to you the latest and greatest and odd and crazy news from all over the planet. We wrap those news up like they're the worst jokes you've ever heard, and we deliver them poorly at the beginning of every show for you to enjoy and have your ears massaged by. A little cilia in your ears. They're going, ooh, these tunes sound great. And really what those tunes are is just me and Ashley talking. By the way, I'm your host, Steven, joined as always by the amazing, the incredible, the animal-faced Smashy.
I don't have panda ears.
You have cat ear. You're a cat panda. Ooh, you're like those red pandas.
So wouldn't I be a raccoon if I was a cat panda?
You'd be a trash panda if you were a raccoon. Isn't that what the kids call them?
I don't know.
I think that's what the kids call them.
I've never had cause to listen to a child talk about a raccoon.
Well, I heard that joke on Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I got to see this weekend thanks to you. And I hugely enjoyed it.
I would watch the intro to that movie probably 90 times in a row and never get tired of it.
It's like they learned, so back in the day, they used to make movies. You know, you're familiar with back in the day when they made movies. And that for a long time, they put the credits at the beginning. You know, you'd sit through like days worth of credits at the beginning. Like you can think of Back to the Future, though we love that movie. You're staring at ticking clocks for a solid 2.5 minutes. And we hated it. So they kind of stopped doing that. They would kind of introduce it as such and such, a blah, blah, blah film. So, you know, they wouldn't introduce every actor in the world. And
they would do the main characters.
Yeah, but now we've gotten creative and they're like, oh, hey, we did that in Guardians 1. when Pratt was wandering around and kicking animals and singing.
That was so funny.
And then we did it in Deadpool when Deadpool was like beating up guys in the car, except that was really cool because it was all freeze framed and it floated around.
That was I think that's one of the better.
It's probably the best based on like there were jokes. You were laughing at the intro credits, which seemed silly.
Yes.
And then the whole Groot intro from this most recent one. And that worked fantastically.
Did you enjoy the second one as much? This is a spoiler-free H&H review. Did you enjoy it?
Did I envoy the second one?
Coffveve.
Did I coffveve the second one?
Yes.
As much?
Yes.
So the first one was awesome because it was new and we'd never seen such a thing before. And we're like, they went so weird with this comic book thing.
Yes.
And but the second one had a lot more depth. The second one had a lot more heart and guts, and I really, really, really dug it. Are you okay?
My nose itches! Oh, it's so problematic. Okay.
You can't scratch it. Because, are you scratching that with a D&D dice box?
Yeah, I have chill bumps over my entire body right now. I need.
Do you have a Q-tip? Do you have a don't do that. That's terrible. That's gross.
No, it's fine. It's
That's
fine.
terrible.
I'm struggling so much right now. Okay.
I have no idea what just happened in the chat. Subject to
Oh
butts.
my god.
Are you okay?
See, subject to butts. My blood pressure is I'm warm now. That was awful.
Have you recovered? Are you good now?
Yes.
So
not being able to scratch your nose is probably the worst thing. Oh good. He clipped it. That's great.
Thank you, Subject to Change, for clipping that for us. That's awesome. Oh, he cheered us one time. He gave us one cheer. I think that's what happened.
Is that what that is?
Well, it says one cheer next to his name now. So that's awesome. Thank you for the cheer.
Cool.
You're
Subject,
the best.
You rock.
For those not in the Twitcherverse, cheer bits are ways you can tip a streamer in a more fun way than just passing them dollar signs. Cheers are new currency. They're a virtual currency.
He cheered 20 times.
Oh, he cheered 20 times? Why does it say just one cheer by his name? Welcome to Horseshoes and Hanger News, where we debug stuff on the air.
I don't know how to use the internet.
Is that what all those Craigasms are?
Yeah, I just thought, like, I mean, I was having a problem. I didn't notice.
Ashley was blinded by rage in a fit of sneezy nose scratches.
Next time you have an itch on your nose, don't scratch it. It was awful, Steven.
I'm sorry. Well, no, so you recovered, and what I was gonna say is that I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because it was deep, it had the feels, and I was shocked at the characters I cared for, and I'm happy to see that some minor characters seem to have been elevated to a much higher status, which was cool. It was good. I liked it. It was the Skyfall of. Yeah. It was the Skyfall?
Yeah, because Skyfall was touchy-feely.
Oh, yeah.
The plot wasn't as but it was touchy, it was more emotionally driven and character driven.
Let's just say I was fond of the boss battle, and I'm amazed that they could write that down on paper and then make that look really cool when it was as boss battle-y as it was, because I was like, this is pretty cool. And I don't know how anybody, if 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, before the Marvel stuff started, if you would have had that boss battle scripted, every movie studio would have said, there's no way, you're the dumbest person in the world, and we're not. That's no audience will eat that up ever.
Waka waka.
Yeah, and then we're like, yeah, they did. They ate it right up. They were like,
it was
I believe
phenomena.
It. Yeah, they did a great job. So I'm happy that Marvel's got yet another medal on their little their list of movies that are awesome. And
I'm so worried about Wonder Woman
it's getting
JLA.
Wonder Woman's getting some good reviews, man. It's saying people are saying that it's what Superman should have been. They said they nailed the character 100%.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is remarkable, and it's good news that they're actually doing one character right. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, but if they at least get the character right, because I've heard. So yeah, this is also Horseshoes and Hand Grenades movie minute. So I'm sorry about that, but it is. So if they get DC and Marvel are two different things.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel's very popcorn. DC's portrayed themselves as being very heavy. And I heard, so Jeff Kanata was bringing this up, and he said, so Marvel heroes are humans with flaws that are also superheroes, whereas DC heroes are like gods. So the entire situation with DC heroes is just completely different from Marvel superheroes. And it's okay to be different and be heavy, but you have to be at the same time, like, fun in some way, and you have to make us care about those characters. And if they did a good job with Wonder Woman, I'm all in. I'm satisfied. I'll be happy.
I don't understand. So you've got to have feelers out there and hear that. I mean, Batman didn't start as that dark of a character, but I think when they introduced the Joker, I honestly think it was the animated series. When they went with the animated series, it got, I mean, they did it on black paper to make it literally appear, you know? So I think, and then Harley, that was her first appearance, was the animated series, and she did so well, they added her to the comics. So I think that kind of took the tone a bit darker.
Well, I mean, they had the Dark Knight comics going on in the 80s. That's where the 89 Batman came from, the Tim Burton Batman. They had started morphing him into the Dark Knight. Yeah. And then they kind of just kept that tone.
I think it solidified it. That was such a good. Steven got it for me for Christmas. It was such a good series, but I think that kind of solidified it. But I understand keeping Batman a little darker just because of the psychology behind who he is. His and who the Joker is. Like, the Joker is probably the most effed up. It just keeps getting worse. You think, okay, he stapled his face on upside down is bad. It gets worse.
Batman's characters are jacked up. Like,
yes,
his are the worst of the worst because they're scary people that, though they have some quirks, they could be real. Like those Jokers could be like, they could be real people. And you're like, ooh. Except for Clayface and Man-Bat and stuff. That's probably not going to be a real villain. But like a Two-Face and whatnot, those kind of people, they could be out there. They could be anywhere. They could be you and me. They could be subject to change. Who knows?
Subject to butts.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between dark and heavy. I think Batman can be dark, but I think you can have Superman have a heavy storyline, because I've read some really amazing Superman heavy storylines. You know, that were still inspiring because of the way Superman handled like the worst of the worst situations. Right. Like this kid, for instance, this comic book where Superman was walking the United States. He was just walking, and he was running into all these different situations. And he ran into a situation where a kid was being abused. He found out that this kid had a father who was beating him or whatever, and Superman took the kid to the police and dealt with the whole thing and told dad he wasn't going to come near the kid anymore. And the cops were like, "Oh, thank goodness for you, Superman. Like, if we didn't have you, this would have never been solved." And Superman was like, "Yeah, it could have been solved with 5 minutes of time and a quarter to use the payphone and call the police. Like, that's all you needed. You didn't need Superman. You just needed to care a little bit."
Oh, I like that.
And there's another famous one where Superman talks a woman off the edge of a building where she's ready to jump down, and he's like, he doesn't yank her off the building or anything. He just stands there. He's like, "Hey man, let's talk this out. What's going on?" You know? And it's the coolest thing. It's like, that is Superman. That's the person you want to be like, holy crap, I wish I could be that guy, because he just knew what to do in that moment.
He gave a flying crap. Superman's behind your head, by the way, with a Swiffer duster.
See? He gives a crap. He's been dusting my room. So yeah. So anyway, back the Wonder Woman thing. I'm hoping that many people who are comic book fans have found joy in the Wonder Woman movie. Action-packed, characters rock solid, so I'm hoping that works out. So maybe we'll get to see it, and we'll have our review for you fine feet people. Just like we did this.
Yeah, I'm going in with incredibly low expectations because I found that's the only way I enjoy DC movies.
That's probably the right way to do it, because Suicide Squad was a big piece of dog garbage.
Oh my god, it was
burrito.
such a flaming sack of balls.
It was
like literal man balls. Just like a sack of literal man balls.
It was like balls dipped in dog poop, and then put in a burrito and shoved up an elephant's butt, and then returned out of that elephant's butt, and then into a toxic waste dump where that leaked into a river and killed 50 people. That's what Suicide...
That was beautiful. I don't know where the burrito fits in all that, but that was lovely.
That's Suicide Squad. Factoid of the week. The man who pioneered the use of semen as invisible ink was named Sir George Mansfield Smith Cumming because fate exists. He was the first director. This is terrible.
It's lovely.
He was the first director of the British Secret Service, also known as MI6, the organization that employs James Bond, fictional James Bond, but real organization. A marvelously eccentric man known to prank the people around him by stabbing his artificial leg. I am paralyzed, Ricky Bobby. BSS agents were so amused by his latest oddball obsession that they adopted the motto, every man his own stylo.
Get it?
Stylo.
Stylus.
Stylus?
Yes, because if they're using semen as the medium, then if your wiener would be... Get it? Get it? I laughed so hard.
Fortunately for all concerned, the idea was eventually shelved. While the semen might have been invisible, it did get off an odor, defeating the purpose. Oh, that's terrible.
It's so perfect.
He pioneered the use of it, but like, nobody uses it. Like,
no, nobody. It was used for a time. So at some point, there were spies out there using splooge messages.
Oh, to write messages?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, I can go make a marker out of a rat turd, and I'm not going to be famous or known for anything.
No, this was for secret government stuff.
So if I go work for the secret government, and then I use a rat turd for a marker, then I'm famous, because I have pioneered the use of rat turds for markers.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
I believe it. Okay.
Good. I thought it was funny and perfect and wonderful, and you're just like...
It is funny and perfect and wonderful. I just don't know why he gets credit for a thing that's not in active use.
Well, because it was in active use.
But it says that that the idea was shelved.
It was. So they did use it, but then they didn't. But it was funny, and it was because coming, Steven. Damn. Gift horse. You're like, what's up in here?
Was he... What is a gift horse anyway?
It's the gift of a horse. And if someone says, here, you can have a horse, you don't walk up to it and be like, well, how old is it? How many miles has got left? I don't want this shit. You just take it. It's a gift.
Because that's rude.
Yes.
What if you get it and then you're like, oh, yeah, it's a great horse. And then you wait till the person leaves. And then you look at it in the mouth and go, I'm going to sell this horse tomorrow.
Yes.
Is that still rude? Is it rude to sell a gift that someone gives you if you really don't want it?
How many, like, have you ever re-gifted? I've re-gifted.
I've never re-gifted. I have eventually, months to years later, sold a thing that I was given. But
oh, that's worse.
How is that worse? That's worse if you do it like the day after. It's not worse once it outlives its use.
But you took a gift and sold it. That's so much more diabolical than re-gifting.
That's not diabolical. If you wait out the time, you can sell it. You could sell it if you buy me a movie, and 3 years from now I find that movie in a box. And I go, I need to sell these movies. I'm not going to just set your movie off to the side and go, oh, well, this was gifted to me, and then be like, oh, I can't sell that one. I guess I'm just going to have to keep it forever. You're not going to do that.
Why would you sell movies?
And you'd sell movies because you don't have a DVD player anymore, and plus you're a quality snob, so you're not going to watch a 480i DVD. You're going to watch your 1080p Blu-rays, or even better, your 4K Ultra Blu-rays.
Okay.
Fair enough?
I did a Hello Kitty. It's cute.
You didn't draw that, did you?
I didn't draw it. I colored it.
Oh, I was about to say. See, I didn't believe that you were able to draw something that quality.
No,
the coloring is great.
Those are crisp, sharp, well done lines, and so I have a Hello Kitty coloring book. Shocking, and I color it with the markers, and then I write notes on the back, and I give them to Jacob. But apparently, he had one in his pocket while he was at work, and he pulled it out while getting his wallet out for somebody, and somebody goes, "Oh, Jacob, you dropped the note that your daughter gave you." And he's like, "Yep, thanks."
You really are 12, even when people don't know you.
Yeah. So people at work think Jacob has kids that write him notes on Hello. I'm like, why did you correct him? He's like, and say what? My girlfriend wrote me a Hello Kitty note.
That's good. That is one you just let it slide on by. You're like, yeah, look at that. Good
like,
deal.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
World news. Swiss village bans tourists from taking photos because it's too beautiful.
Wait, what?
Is this? You can't take a picture because something's too pretty?
What's too pretty?
That's ridiculous. A village in Switzerland has voted to ban tourists from taking photos. The commune of... Ashley's typing in my space. I can't read the note. The commune of Bergen Ban. Hold on, I've got it back. It's actually Swedish, not Swiss. I'm sorry for all the Swiss I've offended. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry to all the Swedish I've offended by invoking Swedish chef.
I have no idea what just happened.
The commune of Bergen Ban, near St. Moritz, decided to take the measure, but it's all to make people happier. Locals believe that their village is so beautiful that visitors' pictures of it, when uploaded to social media, will make other people miserable. Ugh. This picture of this mountain range. Gosh, it's so terrible. That's stupid. It is scientifically proven that beautiful holiday photos on social media make the viewer unhappy because they cannot be there themselves. Said it. Find me the study. All right, dressed in McFly, you've got a job. I want to know what scientific proof they have. Scientific coffveve, as they say. How much coffveve they have to show that this is actually a thing. Because I'm pretty sure
it's pretty, but it's not like I don't want to shoot myself in the face about it.
Is it making you miserable to look at the pictures?
No, it's a mountain. I live in West Virginia. We have mountains.
Everybody got mountains. It does, it is a very beautiful mountain though. If you look at it, it's nice.
I mean, it's, I'm sure if it was snowy, it would be really pretty.
Snow would be nice, and I would be happy to look at the pictures because I'm never going there when it's snowing. I've been to the Czech Republic in January. It's too darn cold, and I don't want to go. No, thank you.
This is not something like if this was Fiji and there was like clear blue water and there were dolphins jumping around like throwing you Mai Tais, I would shoot myself in the face. But this is like herpy derpy horgan borgan florgan. Like no
herpy derpy bergen durgan. McFly Flyers says, I believe it's a marketing scheme and they'll never write one ticket. He's probably right.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, it's just to get attention. The village plans to implement a symbolic €5 fine on those caught breaking new rules. Bergen is beautiful, added the mayor, Peter Nicolay. We don't want to make people outside the community unhappy by sharing social media photos of our picturesque landscape, and we cordially invite you to visit Bergen to experience it for yourself. The tourist office has removed photos of the village from its Facebook and Twitter accounts and has declared its intention to remove them from the Bergen website too. So now you just don't want to go because you don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Why would I go to a place I can't see pictures of?
Yeah.
That's stupid. The ban has had mixed reception on social media. Some approved of the campaign, with one man writing, strong PR action, while another comments, cool action and cool town meeting. It shows bravery and a great sense of humor.
I think it's just funny.
It's just stupid. However, not everyone is a fan. One woman writes on Facebook, totally bad PR. This will put off your potential guests, attract angry reactions, and make you look ridiculous. Bergen, I'm disappointed. Others compared the band
why
to
do
North
people
Korea.
suck, Steven? Like, why do people suck so badly? People have zero senses of humor and zero sense of sarcasm. Like, none. They have none. And it's always like these women, like, sloshing their Starbucks all over them. And I want to punch them in the freaking face. It's like the shit we talked about last week with people being upset because there's an all-woman viewing of Wonder Woman for a freaking charity. Like, people are going insane. Like, one person is suing the theater.
That's fine. 6 days after release, man. Like, they're not even doing the Wonder Woman, like, opening night women only. That's 6 days later. Like, 6 days. They're just saying, hey, man, we're going to have one showing with just women everywhere. And that's going to be great.
Shove a freaking hot dog up your ass and realize you like it and shut up.
I don't understand. Like, did you know, this is a little known fact, it's possible to not like someone's opinion and simply go, okay, and just move on with your life? Like, you don't have to stop and attempt to correct them every step of the way. You can just be like,
Steven, how will everybody know that I'm right about everything and that they're wrong? I mean, it's my job to let them. You know, like, you just don't want people to walk around thinking that they're right when they're obviously not. Because they don't agree with me, so they're so wrong. And I just feel like it's my duty to tell people that they're wrong. Like, I'm doing a service. Damn! Where's my Starbucks?
So amazing. No, you're so right. If I yell this into Twitter loud enough, then the whole world will care.
Right.
That's the thing. Like,
everybody will see how great I am. Coffveve.
I'm sitting here watching all this coffveve on the tweets, and I'm like, good Lord, you guys, like, it's great that you're tweeting this, but legit, you're not doing anything because the only people following you are people who agree with you. Like, I agree with you. I'm just going to sit here and agree with you quietly because you're following me and I'm following you, therefore we're friends. Now, if you venture over to Crazy Pants Land, yes, Crazy Pants Land is what I'm going to call it, you'll learn that a lot of people disagree with you vehemently, and they will fight to the death to make sure that you know that they are not happy with the way you're talking to them. And then it just devolves into just two people grunting at each other. Like, you could just be like, hey man, you want to meet for some coffee and just like shake hands and be like, where do we find a middle ground? How do we talk about this together? How do we just make sure we can be friends? You know, like, did you know that that's how one of the Phelps kids, so Westboro Baptist Church, Phelps, right? The Fred Phelps guy who they terrorize everybody with their "you're going to hell" freedom fighter BS. One of the girls, the daughter of one of the Phelpses, was part of that. Like, I'm standing there, God hates fags sign, like, hanging out there. And a dude who was a gay guy came up to her and said, hey, what's the deal? How are you doing? Like, talk to her. She did a TED Talk on this. And they just created dialogue. She's like, I was nice to him and he was nice to me. I was just holding this sign that said God hates fags, which I believed in. And they eventually created a dialogue and began tweeting back and forth to each other. She eventually left the church.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she left the church. So that's why she did a TED Talk. She was like, if we all just stop yelling, there's a potential that we could all just go, wow. Or you could convince the other person that they are wrong or right, or at least find some sort of thing they could meet in the middle on, you know?
Common ground, start from there.
Yeah, you're an atheist, I'm a Christian, but man, isn't that latest video game amazing?
Jesus sits on the couch with me and plays video games, but he won't play video games with you because you don't believe in him. He's like a fairy.
You don't have to sit there and go, well, I know we both really like to play Overwatch, and it's a great game, but you don't like Jesus, and therefore I don't like you.
Right. We can't talk about Overwatch because...
What the devil?
Yesh said there's a black guy who's gotten a bunch of KKK members to leave the clan by becoming friends with them. That's awesome.
Imagine that. That's amazing.
I have another itch, Steven.
Okay, yeah, grab your dice block, because you need that. Subject to change says, but then I can't tell them how wrong they are.
Yeah, see previous clip.
Yes, go back to the latest thing. Okay, small town news. Black man Daryl Davis befriends KKK documentary accidentally.
That's the best thing ever. I have so many itches right now, and they're all places that I can't scratch, Steven.
Oh, this is funny. How can you hate me if you don't even know me? Daryl Davis asks in the new documentary, Accidental Courtesy.
I want to see.
That's kind of interesting. We'll have to check that out. I'm going to bookmark that for later.
Yeah, that's cool.
How do I put it in my pocket? Put it in pocket. Oh, crap. I don't remember what account I used for pocket. There's too many apps, Smash. There's just too many. There's apps for everything. You just apps all over the place. Would you like to store stuff? You remember how we used to just bookmark it? Now there's Pocket and Evernote and
I'm like, what the hell is a Pocket? I have Evernote on my phone and I've used it we were going to use it for Lent and I used it exactly none times.
Evernote's really handy if you can like work it into your way of life, but good luck working apps into how you do stuff. I don't know how to work it. I think I've got it.
So the KKK people have an Imperial Wizard?
Yeah, they do wizardry. They have Grand Moff Tarkins or something. Grand Wizards.
Well, I fried pickles. Oh my god, I want fried pickles, guys!
Is that what the KKK is giving you?
I don't know, but I want a fried pickle. He said it's an app. He said fried pickles and it's gone. I'm done. Like the rest of the show, I'm going to thinking about is like salty, delicious, perfectly crispy, yummy fried pickles dipped in ranch. This is why I am a fat kid.
Pickles are gross.
No, my God, Steven, you're gross.
Surely there's some middle ground we can find.
No, there's no middle ground. You're just wrong. Pickles are the greatest, and when they're fried and dipped in ranch, they're even better than normal. I'm like, Imperial Wizard is the highest rank in the clan. Steven, there's so many precious little accidental people in the KKK because they thought that, you know, by joining the KKK that they could become an Imperial Wizard. And when they realized that it was like all hateful and they were going to go burn some people, they're like, I don't know how to get out of here.
they're like, wait, what? I thought we were just dressing our pajamas to cast spells.
I thought like I brought my dice. This is our murder dice. Okay, good. I'm all right. I'm supposed to read a story now.
I just want to be a wizard.
Is this small town news? I think my kidney just exploded. Thieves using blowtorch to steal from ATM accidentally set the cash on fire.
I just want to see the world burn.
Oh, I want to laugh so hard, but something's killing me. Police in Everett.
Are you having a kidney stone?
No, I don't think so.
Where does it hurt? In your kidney?
The KKK is the worst LARP group ever who tanks.
They're all wizards. They have like 4 HP.
Lol. Yes, you're awesome. I was telling Jake, I was like, so Yesh has this dog that he cares for so deeply. Like he hand braids like paracord collars and harnesses for the yeah.
That's sweet.
I thought it was awesome. And I was like, and it's just funny because Yesh is like this big burly dude that was in the military. So it's funny. Okay. Anyway, police at Everett say, yeah. The would-be ATM thieves thwarted their own burglary attempt by setting the cash on fire. What? Like if you accidentally burn money.
Is that illegal? Do you get in trouble?
I don't know. Mage Tank. Steven loves Mage Tanks.
Mage Tank. I hate Mage Tank.
Mage Tank is the best. Stupid. Police and firefighters were called to Coastal Community Bank to report of a fire. When they arrived, crews found the drive-up ATM had been set on fire. Aaron Snell with the Everett Police Department said the suspects used a blowtorch to try and access the ATM's cash box. In the process of doing so, they set the money on fire. John Dickinson, Chief Operations Officer of Coastal Community Bank. Wow. I would hate to tell people what I did for a living. I'm the COO of CCB.
CCB, yeah, you know me.
I'm the cockbee.
The kookbee. The kookaburra. I'm the kookaburra.
So they said the suspects were not able to get away with any money. Dickinson also said the bank will be providing surveillance video of the incident to the Popo.
I would hope so. Like it's pretty important that the bank give them the tapes. You know, like, we found this. These people are there's so many better ways to make money than trying to steal it. You can go do all kinds of things for money. Like you can mow a lawn. You can sell a baseball card. You can go do a yard sale and buy a bunch of stuff for $1 and sell it on eBay. Like, but
So
always...
I actually read a little uplifting happy about there was a guy who was panhandling and a woman came in, dropped money in his bin. Apparently her wedding ring tinked off into his bin and he gave it back, and she was so like, I guess she ended up having a conversation with this man and was so moved by him that her and her husband and their community raised $190,000 to give to him. So he ended up getting an awesome job. He got like a vehicle to get to and from, and then he ended up getting a home, and then it kind of snowballed from there. But he found like family that he had lost and not been able to get in touch with, and yada yada yada. So I thought that was super cool.
That's really awesome. Though, it's you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. And I don't mean like don't give people things, but what I mean is like huge windfalls for people that have had challenges.
Yeah,
can be a major hurdle for them. You remember Ted Stevens? Not Ted Stevens. Was it Ted? Ted Williams? The guy, the homeless dude with the magic voice or whatever that went on the radio and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, like, he almost relapsed with all the fame because of all the pressure.
Really?
Yeah, like he had a major issue there for a minute because all that fame and all that money and all that stuff and attention.
Sure, yeah.
Because he was on national television. He was like, I almost had to take a Xanax for all this. So it's like, not that Xanax is totally fine for people who suffer from anxiety, but like it was that roller coaster he was ready to go down because he had all this cash coming in and all these offers and stuff. It's overwhelming. So you kind of want to be careful when you're like, any of our listeners who are just people with $200,000 to throw away.
Yeah.
Be mindful.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he had ever had an addiction issue or,
Yeah, but he was just in a bad spot.
It says at the top cheer by subject, and it has 20.
What, really?
Yeah, up at the very tip top of the chatty thing.
It doesn't do that on the Twitch app. Dag nabbit. Oh, it does it right here. Thank you, subject, for the 20 cheer.
Oh!
You the best. Look at that. 20 cheer.
Sorry, I just got excited. Subject to Butts gave us bits.
Subject to Butts bits. Thanks, man. We appreciate that. That's huge.
I love that he got a new name out of it, personally.
Subject to Butts. It's a pretty
good
he
one. Was trying to type bits the other day, and it came out butts, and I was just like...
That's so awesome. Oh, if we click the down arrow, we can see the message. He sent us a message. What's it say?
Subject to Butts.
Subject to Butts. Oh, with all the Craigasms. Okay, I got you.
I don't know what a Craigasm is.
I don't know.
I read the story. We're all
good here. It's a twitchy thing.
There's a special.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find something to introduce it with. Where's the one that I really want to use? Do I have it? I don't think so. No, not that one. There. Special section. The most commonly misspelled word in Wisconsin is... I read this story earlier, and I was disappointed. Google compiled searches that started with how to spell to find each state's most common missed word. Most states had trouble with notoriously tricky words like pneumonia in Washington and New York, Chihuahua in South Carolina and Arkansas, and diarrhea in New Hampshire. That's a really hard word to spell. But Oregon struggles with a fairly basic word in sense. Washington, D.C. can't spell 90, and Idaho can't seem to spell, quote. Gray and liar were the two of the shortest words on the list, Georgia and Rhode Island, respectively, while the word beautiful appeared most often, coming in tops in 5 states.
Beautiful. Haven't you watched that movie?
Yeah, beautiful. And gray, I would argue, is like, do we spell it G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? I don't know why Georgia...
I use E-Y. A-Y is just wrong.
Why is that wrong?
It's just wrong.
We got to find common ground
again. It's not Earl Grey.
It's Earl Grey. Earl Grey. I wear a gray shirt. G-R-A-Y. I'm painting my walls gray. G-R-A-Y.
I want to know what West Virginia is.
I forgot. It was actually something that made sense. It's gray. G-R-A-Y. Gray.
No.
Gray.
Nope, you're wrong.
Texas and Missouri has the longest entry on the list, otherwise both missing maintenance. I'm surprised management...
I hate the word maintenance. I hate it. I hate it. I misspell it wrong every time. And every time I'm like right now, I don't know how to freaking spell maintenance. I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, this is how you spell the word. So the next time you want to spell it and you spell it so incorrectly that spell check doesn't even pop up and go, knock, 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 were you trying to spell maintenance, you damn faux busy? And I'm like, I don't know. Is it maintenance? Is it maintenance? Like, it's just every time is wrong. Every time. And freaking, there's another word. It's got 2 P's in it. I don't know, but maintenance sucks. I'm sorry. Please continue. I'm looking for West Virginia.
West Virginia was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And I can't decide if that's a good or bad thing. For one thing, they're trying to look up a made-up word. So you're like, that's probably dumb. And for another thing, you're like, why? What? I don't feel like that bodes well for them. Yeah, I don't feel like the word you're trying to learn how to spell. Maybe they don't care what any other words are spelled like. I just don't. Something about that bothers me.
I don't think that I've ever cared to spell that word or needed to know that word. I mean, there's only one true Mary Poppins in this world.
I know one that made me laugh real hard. There is a Mary Poppins. But it's just don't worry about it, party people. The word that I mess up all the time, no matter how many times I spell it, privilege. Privilege. I couldn't spell that. I can't spell that word right now. I can never spell that word. Every time I type it, little red squigglies underneath it. I'm like, why?
I spelled it wrong.
You can't spell it.
I spelled it wrong. I'm like, privilege. And I'm like, oh, because when I type, my computer fixes it, and I don't even notice I spelled it wrong.
It's terrible. And there's privilege and separate. I get separate wrong all the time.
Separate. Maybe that was the PP. There's it's opposite. Opposite. How do you spell opposite?
Opposite, I think. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Apparent?
Yeah, that's a word.
What is the one with the 2 P's that really is vexing to me?
Opossum.
No.
So, but we're missing the main gist of this entire article, which is perhaps most troubling, is the state of Wisconsin. Their most misspelled word? Wisconsin. What are you doing, Wisconsin? Why are you having trouble spelling your own state's name? Like, even people in Georgia can spell Georgia, and it doesn't look like Georgia at all. Rhode Island isn't spelled ROAD Island. Did you know?
Yes, said there's a rat near the middle of separate.
It's always the it's SPA and SEPA, but I always spell SEPE.
Yeah, I think it's like calendar. Calendar, I'm fine.
Yeah. I like a rat. I'm not dissing Georgia. I'm saying Georgia is not spelled like Georgia. You know, like Wisconsin is spelled exactly like it sounds. Georgia doesn't sound like that. Georgia sounds like it's like JHORJA or something. Stephanie and I were out looking for houses and stuff, and so we passed this street, and one of the streets was Purple Glory, and I was like, and this is when I was hyper, and Stephanie was like, "Please God, let me out of this car with you. You're insane." I was like, "Purple Glory sounds like a freaking vibrator." It's like, so for this week only, our Purple Glory model and our Pink Passion models are 20% off. Is that the way the sales ladies sound when you go to the Pure Love get-togethers? Yes. What's that thing called? Pure sexy time? I don't know. Pure it's butt fun? It's everything they have has silicone in it for slip. You want to feel it? They like rub it on you. They're like, doesn't that feel good? Would you like some wine? Where's your credit card? That's the thing where you go hang out with friends, and they're just like, hey, look at all these oils, and here's all the things, and look at all these fake wieners. And then they let you lick it. I'm like, I don't want to lick shit that you've taken to 20 other people's houses and let them lick. What the hell? You lay it on the table, and it just vibrates and rolls across the table, and you're like, look at that. Would definitely be the Pink Passion. But so we passed Purple Glory, and then we passed where is Stephanie? It was Giganta. Gigantia. Yeshbot says stop kink shaming. Let people like
can use purple glory. So gross. Just go to a sex shop. It's so much easier, and they're packaged.
Why lick it anyway? What's the point in licking a purple glory?
Oh, it is. It's gigantia, but the word gigantia looks like giganti. Giga. It's just you don't understand. We were like driving down the street, going giga what? Giga ha? Giganti. Because we're whatever. It's funny. The word is funny. Look at the word, Steven. It's funny.
Giganti. It's like manatee.
It's like gigant. I guess there's because it was all flower crap in this neighborhood.
Flower tea.
Purple glory giganti. See, it looks like gigati.
I'm never going to be able to drive past Purple Glory anymore without thinking of that. You'd be like, it's on that plastic wiener street. What's it called?
Purple Glory.
Purple
Stephanie's
Glory.
like, there's something wrong with you. What is wrong with you? What did you do? Like, this is me as a person.
Everything. Yeah, there's something flawed with you as a human being.
This is me as a person. Next!
I wasn't ready for a special section. Do you want to read News Bear Left Untold, or you want me to continue reading?
No. Oh, wait a minute. Steven said the last story was bad. So maybe we should just switch it up.
Oh no, you want to do News Bear Left Untold?
No, I'll do the last one. He'll yell at me.
Okay, here we go. Indian judge claims peacocks reproduce from tears and that cow urine prevents aging. The more you know.
Wait. Oh.
Peacocks reproduce from tears, Smash. An Indian judge has claimed that peacocks do not mate, but sire their offspring through tears. On his last day as judge, thank goodness, in the state capital Jaipur, Mr. Sharma went on to claim that the peahen gets pregnant after swallowing the peacock's tears, and a peacock or peahen is then born. You can get pregnant from sitting on a toilet seat that a man has sat on. That's true.
I don't think Mr. Sharma knows what a cloaca is.
Ooh, gross. That's where they poop and pee and egg out of everything.
They poop and pee and egg.
It's
they poop and pee and egg. You made egg a verb. You made it a verb.
It's the unihole. It's the one hole to rule them all.
Egg is a verb. I'm so happy right now.
I don't know what the all-purpose orifice. That's right. Yeshbot says it's an all-purpose orifice. Mr. Sharp, which is gross. This is awful. Like in my future sci-fi world where people have eggs instead of babies in a womb, it doesn't involve cloacas. It's just an egg. Like you have to take care of an egg. One day I'm going to write that story. You know? People can't reproduce normally anymore, so they have these artificial wombs.
You've been talking about this forever. Steven, do the thing.
They have these artificial wombs, and there's so many changes you could imagine in society if they had these egg wombs for their babies instead of, like, normal stuff.
Yeah, you just had to walk it around. Oh, I would totally have a baby if all I had to do was, like, babysit a freaking egg.
If you just had to put your egg in the incubator and you're just like, my egg is fine, I'll come get it some other time. I gotta go get my nails done. And, like, Dad's like, I'm gonna go play golf. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
just call me when it hatches.
Womb.
Yeah.
Somebody make an egg womb.
It's just like Mork from Mork and Mindy. It's just a giant egg, and he just climbs out of it. And he's like, hello, Nanu. Mr. Sharma made these remarks immediately after delivering a judgment in which he recommended that the cow, considered holy by India's majority Hindu community, be declared India's national animal. The peacock is already the country's national bird. In his 139-page ruling in response to petition alleging maltreatment of cows in a local animal shelter, Mr. Sharma also recommended life imprisonment for anyone killing a cow as inside it. As inside it resides some 33... It's really hard to read that sentence.
When you read that was lovely.
Inside it resides some 330 million gods and goddesses. That's a lot inside a cow. It's a lot of gods to fit in there.
Wait. I've never understood the cow worshipping thing. I've never thought to wonder why.
Well, Google it. Google why do Hindus worship cows, and then you'll have your answer. There's 330 gods shoved in there.
Right.
330 million. The judge went on to declare that the cow was the only animal that inhaled and exhaled oxygen and was a mobile clinic on its own. Its milk and ghee are comparable to amrit, that's nectar, Sharma stated, adding that cow urine had miraculous properties of destroying germs and preventing aging. There's actually people who shower in cow urine in India. That's not an unusual thing.
Yeah,
you can
I mean,
shower
I would
in
too if
cow urine.
Oh, my dear Lord, this is...
Meanwhile, the judge's remarks on the mating habits of peacocks elicited incredulous responses on social media. The peahen gets pregnant drinking the tears of the peacock. That makes me weep, tweeted Ruth Sadana. I hope I don't get pregnant. Never knew peacocks had such a messed up life, tweeted Darij Durari. Are we seriously are tweet responses to stories like this a thing that's going to go in the news now? Can we just go back to a time where you sat at the table and you opened your newspaper and were like, wonder what's going on in the world? Reckon this is, that's interesting. And then you moved on with life. You don't have it following you around all day. Like, my Twitter's just exploding with people upset for good reason, but just lots of upset people all over the Twitters. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Go, like, drink a beer or something. Like, things have happened. It's really unfortunate. And yes,
read the Twitters.
We should all rise up and fight the power, and that's fine. Like, that's fine, but do it tomorrow. Nobody's going to stop it tonight on Twitter. You got to go make some moves. Vote some people out. Do whatever. I don't know. There's lots of things that you can do, but Twitter is not going to solve your problems. It just lets you know that there are other people out there that think like you do.
Yes.
And also other people out there who think like you don't.
I just use it to put panda pictures on.
I just use it to occasionally spout my own opinions. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm sitting here doing the same thing half the day. I'm like, darn, humans don't know nothing about Genesis 2:15. Bunch of savages. And then that's my tweets for the day.
I'm so confused on this cow thing now. Because the one guy said, we don't worship a cow. We just think all life is sacred.
Oh, well.
But then there's something, apparently there's like a Bible-y thing. I know zero things about, if you can't be right, be wrong loudly.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to do some research because I know zero thing. I'm in a place surrounded by one of the, United States highest population of Indian people. And I know nothing. I sit there and talk to these people every day, but we don't talk about
You should be like, tell me about Hinduism.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call my neighbor and be like, so I know you're vegetarian, but let's talk about why.
Can we talk about Hinduism for a moment?
Yes.
I don't want to convert you.
I don't know that she is. I don't even, she's super Americanized, but
they can be Hindu and Americanized.
I don't know.
Right? You can be Hindu and American at the same time. It sounds like they're not mutually exclusive. Is she walking around with a cowboy hat and eating a hamburger?
Also, she doesn't do... She's a vegetarian, but then our other neighbor, he just came from New Delhi 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And, Jacob actually asked me, he said, are you a vegetarian? Because we were thinking about having a cookout. And he's like, no. And we're like, okay, well, we'll grill up some stuff then.
Yeah, we'll grill up some beef, maybe. And then you just kind of look at him like, is he going to react in a way that I can read?
Yeah.
Just going to cook up some beef.
Do you have a moment to talk about your lords and saviors?
Can we talk about, if you crack open a cow, do they all spill out? How does it work?
Well, see, that's, nothing I'm reading says that they think cows have anything in them.
Well, this is what Mr. Sharma said. I
mean, but he thinks that peacocks give.
Where do these people come from, and how do they get power? It's like I'm taking crazy pills. You just look around and you're like, why? How? What?
I'm so confused. Okay, we're gonna.
How? I have so many questions to everyone, and I don't know what to do. I'll just take to Twitter. It'll be fine. What WTF section? WTF. You know, that's actually true. They have a pretty big Islamic population in India,
Yeah.
as well as Christian population. And one of my my Indian buddies at my previous job was like, we were talking to him about holidays, national holidays and stuff, and he was like, "Well, India, since you have freedom of religion, every religious holiday is a holiday for the country." And we were like, "Oh," and it was funny how he said, "Since they have religious freedom," implying that America doesn't have religious freedom. We just think we do. And then it's just really like, you have religious freedom as long as that religion is Jesus, and will state sponsor all your holidays.
As long as you're white and male and you believe in Jesus,
But
you're
if you-
completely free to have religion.
Right, but if your holiday is Hanukkah, no days off for you.
No. Hey, so next door neighbor is actually he went to San Jose over the Memorial Day weekend. He's like, yeah, then I'm going to go to India for 3 weeks and I'll be back. Like, how do you take 3 weeks off of vacation?
They do that, yeah.
And then, but that's like so regular around here. Like my one of my other neighbors, she was like, so we're gonna be gone for a couple weeks. Will you watch the house?
Yeah, they do
like,
that.
Where are you gonna go?
How do you leave for that long? One of my buddies at my previous job, not the same buddy, but a different one. I mean, every couple years he went to India for a month.
Yeah, that's so everybody I've talked to around us, they go so the tradition is they go home for 3 weeks to a month every year.
Yeah.
And then the in-laws, if they have any, or parents come back here 3 weeks to a month every year. So you're getting to see your family, but he also said that every time he goes home, he has to bring gifts.
Yes.
So he's like, I'm getting to the point where I don't know how to fit them in the suitcase because everybody gets gifts.
Yeah, you have to take the gifts, and there's some other parameters. Like there's some other duties you have to do while you're over there.
Yes.
Like you have to wash in a river or something. There's some magic behind all of it.
I don't know. I'm like really, I don't know why I've never thought about this before, but I know zero things about most of the culture and most of the religion there, so I should probably learn.
I know why you haven't ever thought about it, because it's never mattered to you before.
And it's mattered zero, but now that I live in an area that's mostly Indian folks,
imagine that.
Yeah.
Being in an environment with people who aren't exactly like you makes you feel the need to broaden your horizons.
I'm like,
a
why
little.
is your food? Because Steven, I love curry. Like, I don't think you understand. I put curry on my popcorn, and so Mega grows curry on her front step, and she's like, "Yeah, just come over and get some." She's like, I can't possibly go through it. And I'm like, and so everything smells like curry and Nag Champa, and I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome! 2 things I love."
Curry's good. Curry
Nag
is
Champa's
good.
too.
I've never had Nag Champa. I've ran from Champas in Mario Brothers, though.
I hate you. If you walk into my room in West Virginia, it smells like Nag Champa.
Still? Like, even when you're not living in it? Is it, like, embedded in the carpet?
Every time I go home, I burn incense. I'm just like, because I can't do it here. So I'm just like, Do you like coconut or curry more? Ooh, sub. How about coconut curry?
Gross. You put coconut curry up your butt? That would burn.
I don't think curry's, well, okay.
Can you put curry up your butt? Can you put curry?
I would like to dye my butthole a nice shade of curry.
Gross. Ew. People do
What?
that. People get their butts bleached. They get their butts turned to nice butt.
Yeah, I'm like, who is that close to your anus ring that they're looking at the color? Like, if it's that big of a deal, just like, put some foundation on it.
Put some foundation on your butt. I'm
Yeah,
about to go on a
just
hot
use
day.
it-
You're like in there with your compact thing, and you're like aiming
Oh,
at
your
your butt.
underwear like has a foundation stain
Your
in
friend
it.
walks in, and they're like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm going on a hot date."
Could you shave my butthole and then use this egg? We use the black egg for the anus and the pink egg for the face. Because the little foundation sponges look like eggs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, are we next?
Okay, next story. This one's all you. I've already done the thing. We've been talking.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can do it again, but I think that's silly.
I
Here, I got. Here's the sound to make you feel better. There we go. I really hope Stephanie's downstairs playing Zelda right now.
Again.
No, read the story.
I don't want to read this.
You have to.
Damn it, Jacob.
It's
Daughter had sex with her father because she hoped it would make him change his mind about marrying his fiance.
gross. This is some like
there's 9 things wrong with that.
this is some Noah Old Testament stuff right here. This is bad business.
Noah didn't know about it. This was a pellet. I don't even want to know. A daughter
drunk.
and her father have been accused of. Jacob.
Jacob gets the news stories, by the way. Thanks, Jacob, for all the news tonight. It's been wonderful.
Jacob.
No, I'm serious. We love you. Thank you for the news.
He cleaned the kitchen. That's the only reason he's not going to die for this. A daughter and her father have been accused of incest after she offered sex to her father to stop him from remarrying.
Gross. Why would that stop you from doing anything?
A district court in Hong Kong. Okay, it's not here. That makes me feel a little bit better. Heard the 2 defendants admitting 4 charges of incest sex that first started in 2009 when she was 19. This keeps getting...
it started? So it's been going on. That's gross.
You have angered the trash panda. Start running now. Says subject to butts.
Trash panda is angry. Trash panda needs food badly.
I like that one. Oh my god. Okay. A psychological report revealed that the intimate encounters aroused from misplaced love, infatuation, and devotion to her father. I mean, I get that in Asian culture.
They said aroused in this article. That's funny.
Does that say arouse? It says arouse. I said arose.
Arouse.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry, that's funny to me.
What? Like, who heard them sitting there? Yeah, last night's incest sex was super fun, pops. I'm gonna vomit in my mouth. The 27-year-old daughter and 59-year-old father pleaded guilty to 4 encounters of sexual intercourse.
Gross.
The pair was discovered by her younger brother, who was studying in secondary school at the time. He found footage. What?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh, so much of that. Okay, so they filmed it. He found footage of their encounters on an SD card that was hidden in his father's glasses case. Why were you looking through your dad's glasses case? The pair were arrested 2 months later. The daughter said she offered herself to her father the first time in 2009 as he appeared in a depressed mood. Since then, the 2 of them continued to have sex for another 6 years.
Just buy him a chocolate cake or something. Like, go, Dad, I bought you some ice cream. Like, here.
Jacob, I'm not even reading that next sentence. What the shit? You're an awful person.
You gotta read it. It's there.
Deleted.
Let's just say that
they didn't use a condom.
There was no protection involved.
They didn't use a condom.
They went all the way to the end, if you know what I mean. They blazed the trail. He laid the hammer down. He was making some
invisible ink inside of her.
He let it roll. He pushed that snowball down the hill.
Oh, stop. The
chicken is in the pot.
That she offered her body in a bid to stop her father from remarrying. Both defendants. Jacob. For real? Like, why would you give this one? No, you're an awful person. This should have been a Steven one.
I would have read that sentence.
Yeah,
but it's not my story.
Read it.
The father, whose name was not revealed, told the police that he did not use protection and ejaculated. He just hit the big red button, ejector seat.
So
spilled the beans.
I'm not having sex again for a very long time. Because that's gross.
It's so gross. Everything about this is gross. Yeah, that is a scientific term. I mean, I could have not used that word. It's like that picture you sent yesterday of the sign that was like, "All you people are gonna burn in hell, you invaders."
Female enablers.
Female.
What the hell is a Yes, I have got a picture I need to send to you, and you will die laughing. I don't know why.
Rebellious women. Rebellious women. What else was on that list? There's a huge list.
Oh, hold on. Yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and send this to you now. Where is it? It was so good.
Yeah, we found this picture. It was like a protest sign from some group.
Homos, Muslims, porno freaks, cow worshippers, Jews who disobey Jesus, racist in parentheses, KKK. What is a BLM?
Was it BLM? KKK, BLM, Obama. Obama's a racist. Yeah, that's
women
clear.
MMA fighters. Female enablers, money lovers, mama's boys, baby killers, witches, gamers.
Gamers going straight to hell.
Cutters, brats, emos, rebellious women, whoremongers, ankle biters, drunks, liars, sissies, the Pope.
The Pope's going to hell.
Masturbators with the master blinked out. Yeah, BLM, bacon, lettuce, mutton. Devil healers, party animals, dykes on bikes, little monsters, gangster rappers, so-called Christians, rock and roll freaks, and occupational whores. So
that's a pretty intense list.
The occupational whores cracks me up because I have to wonder if you're recreational whorish.
Oh, that probably falls under rebellious women.
I mean, can you be a recreational whore? And
it's probably grouped. It's probably grouped under there. The one I like, gamers, is when they go too far. I'm like, what? I'm gonna go to hellfire because of gaming and enabling females. What does that even like? I'm gonna enable you.
What do you do to enable a female? And like, why can women not be an MMA fighter, but a man can? Like, why is it specifically female MMA?
I don't know. These jokers are really confusing. And they are, once again, one of the loud ones. Don't judge us all. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Emos.
I like the so-called Christians. I'm like, but what? You made a poster about yourself.
You made a sign that says you're ignoring like 99% of the rest of the things you believe. It's fascinating. It's an interesting glimpse into the world of crazy people. Emos. Why they got to pick on the emos? They're picking on themselves hard enough.
I don't know. I think cutters, if you're depressed enough to cut yourself, you're going to hell. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Suffer
if that
hellfire.
doesn't piss you off even more than you already were.
This is ridiculous.
Wow.
But anyway, so back to having sex with your dad.
No, Steven, you're such a... Why?
I'm sorry I had to do that to you.
So
That's
gross.
terrible. Oh, gross. Hey, man, if you like this show, I don't know why, for one thing. No, it's not true. I know why you like this show. You love the charm. You love the innocence. You love the stories.
The curry on the butthole.
You love curry buttholes. Mailbag, man. We don't have any mail. We want some. We want you to send us your thoughts, your feedback, the things you wonder about on a nightly basis, your questions. Why not send us some questions? We love to answer questions about anything. I don't even care. We'll answer your questions. HNHshow@gmail.com. Yeah, we'll make up questions. That sounds great. We can make up answers. We can't make up questions. That'd be silly. That'd be like that one time where we tried to make up questions so we could build a new segment. And then the questions were stupid and the segment was stupid.
That was fun, though.
It was fun. It was fun for a minute.
Penguins have knees.
Yes, they do. I don't know. And you can also send us some hate mail if you just aren't a fan of anything that we talked about today. Call us, leave us a voicemail. We're H&H Live on Skype. Download our show wherever you get podcasts from. Follow us on Twitter. I'm Steve H&H or Fate Kills with a PH, ATE Kills. And you can also follow the channel, Two Dorks TV, where you'll see every time we go live and all that stuff. Donate to us if you'd like. Donate. Tip us. I need to change that template so I quit saying the word donate. Donate's what you do to charities. Tipping is what you do to entertainment people. Tips and cheer bits and whatever. It's always great to get. We love that. Makes us feel good. Helps us keep the lights on. And it's fun. If you like what we do here, you will also enjoy, maybe, hopefully, Tuesday nights where we do the Adventures of Steven, which is a segment where I play an adventure game. And we just beat Thimbleweed Park. Good Lord, most fantastic thing ever. I don't even have words for how much fun I had playing that game and wandering back down the old LucasArts scum engine related games. So much fun, so great. I think everybody should play it. I think you should all go buy it and be a big fan of the game because that's what you should be. Next week we're doing what should we play? Actually, Full Throttle Remastered. Should we just do it?
Is that the Gearhead one?
That's the one where you're the biker guy.
Yes.
I played the old version recently, so I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't play the remastered version just yet. Maybe I'll play.
Maybe do something fun.
Maybe I'll play. Well, they're all fun, but maybe I'll play Macadarium.
Like something fresh. I meant to say fresh, but I looked down and it came out fun.
Maybe I should play Macadarium. I haven't played that one
before. I
don't
know what that means.
You're a robot. You're a little robot, and you're going around solving stories. Or I could play Deponia. Deponia would be pretty cool.
What's that?
You're a dude. I don't know anything about it. Should be fun, though. And I've got a copy of it. We should play Deponia. Let's do that. Let's play Deponia or Macadarium. We'll see.
I want you to play Macadamia Nut.
Macadamia Nut. Okay.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Anyway, do that, and then you can always come back here on Thursdays. And we're going to stream more for something, but I don't know what yet. Words of wisdom for this week. The great enemy of clear language is insincerity. When there's a gap between one's real and one's declared aims, one turns, as it were, instinctively to long words and exhausted idioms, like a cuttlefish squirting out ink. George Orwell.
I thought it was funny because he
good.
made it big and long, and you see what he did there?
Yep, a cuttlefish.
Oh, Overcooked sub. We need one more stupid star to open up the next level, and we can't get it. And everybody was so frustrated, and Stephanie made brownies, and I ate them until my face exploded, and I kept dropping them on the floor, and Steven was like farting angry, and it was really funny.
I kept having to hold in everything because we ate some food that gave me some bad gas. And then
I didn't mean literally. I just meant that you were angry.
Oh. Never mind then.
I didn't say you were farting angrily. I said you were just like, it would have been like effing angry, but it was farting angry.
I thought you meant that I was farting angry. like
farting comma angry?
He's farting angry.
My butt was so mad.
He was. I think
you should start telling on yourself.
I was laughing so hard. Have you ever had to pass gas so bad and you just can't stop laughing? And you're like, if I laugh anymore, I'm gonna just let one rip, and I need to stop.
Everybody knows.
I don't care. We love you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful week. We'll see you right here. Should name the episode Farting Angry. We just missed that. We missed it.
Subject to butts. Farting angry.
You guys are the best. We'll see you next time on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
Bye.